My name's Lewis. I used to upload on my YouTube quite a lot earlier on in the year. Obviously, I haven't been doing that recently. That is due to a big injury. So I think this little introduction starts the week 1 of the comeback. There is a reason I have actually started the week 1 now actually, and that is because, bear with me, let me find out what the date is. It is the 17th of November, and I have finally had my surgery date. My surgery date is actually this Friday, so the 21st. We're gonna do a 52-week thing, so a full year, and see where I am in a year. Hopefully we'll get a year's worth of videos in. So, injury. So since maybe 2019, I've had this reoccurring kneecap dislocation. Between 2019 all the way up to 2025, I dislocated my kneecap 6 times. There was a stage where I was dislocating it once a year, and then I went through 2 years, or maybe 3, where I didn't dislocate it at all during lots of strength training and whatnot. However, obviously that did come to an end at the 2025 European Championships. I competed in the qualifiers, absolutely fine, just put some little clips up. And then we actually qualified into the finals. However, during the warm-up for finals on tumble, I got a bit of a dodgy takeoff. Did like a kind of like a double quarter in, quarter out kind of thing. I think I was going for the Rudy and I bailed it, and it was onto a very hard landing. Did slightly dislocate my knee. Now, I didn't think this one was too bad, because after I dislocated my knee, I did compete on the floor routine straight afterwards. So this, to me, I was like, okay, this isn't too bad. Maybe I just the kneecap maybe just slightly went in and back out again. However, the week after, it must have been adrenaline, because even on the travel back, I got real stiff. My kneecap was swollen. It was like a big balloon. Me being the stupid idiot I am, I thought that this was nothing. And I went back to my strength training. And again, I started coming back and I started doing skills that really pushed kind of my difficulty boundary. Everything was going very well. I then went to face off round 3, in which I warmed up for it fine, but then during the specific face off warm up, this is the first time I had actually dislocated it on the jump instead of usually when I land. Now, I think that one has probably had the most impact on my knee that any dislocation has ever had. That's one I've truly never really came back from. But I tried to. So I came back from face off, I came home, and I had strapped it up, and I was training. I had, 3 layers of bounding around my knee, trying to keep it in, obviously, while I was doing some small bits and bobs. I then actually went off to Denmark again, and I was doing very big skills. I did my first ever round off flick full in triff on the off fast track. I put another clip, and I was really enjoying myself. It was nice. I had very good feeling about coming back. However, again, not on the landing. I was jumping on a trampoline, and just a straight jump, and my kneecap really popped out, and that one was probably the most pain one I've ever had. After that one, I decided maybe my gym career is completely over. Since that day, I have not done any gymnastics training at all. And that was actually this year's. So my dog's just come to join me. This is my dog, Luffy. He's a big old golden retriever. Anyways, 2019 to 2025, 6 kneecap dislocations. 2026 alone, 7 kneecap dislocations. This is how I know that I just can't do any gymnastics. So yeah, that's where I'm at. 52 weeks, calling it. 52 weeks. I'll sit back in this chair in 52 weeks and I will be a top level gymnast again.
Wow, he is just so cute. Look at this thing. Yes. So it is the next day, Tuesday, and POA is we're gonna go to the gym. We're gonna get a chest day in. I'm gonna take you along with me, film some of the exercises that I'm doing. See you there.
I just wanna rewind. I haven't seen you in a long time. You got me feeling so lonely. Watching me. Watching me.
It is the day before the surgery. I thought it'd be a good idea to kind of see like my PRs right now for certain exercises. So I'm going to do a step up. We're also going to see how low of a box I can stand up off of, and yeah, hopefully, obviously, 52 weeks time, we'll have a bit of a difference. So, yeah, let's get on with it. So I've done the step downs, so yeah, they're done. I managed to get to the 12 with the 3, so that's 15-inch step down, and I failed on the 12 and the 6, that's 18. So I was able to go all the way down on the 18, but I just really couldn't push through my quads at all. So yeah, now I need to see how low I can stand up for them on one leg. I always do my good leg first, so you can kind of get a comparison to where I'm about, like where the difference is. So that's 30-inch, squeeze squats, stand all the way up. So opposite leg, there we go. So that's 27, sitting down, foot flat, push up. flat, push up. There we go. 24. Yeah, 24. No momentum, heel flat, push up. There we go. You kind of, I don't know if you noticed that, but that was a lot slower than stand up. What, how much is this? 21. Yeah, 21. There we go. 18. Stand up. That's 15. Okay. So there you go. That's my step up. So yeah, that's birthday. There we go, now we're talking. Right, we are back now for this video. Probably, hopefully just this video. We'll do week 1 and week 2 together to make one video. Yeah, so on Friday I had the surgery, and on Saturday night ended up getting back home, and yeah. So right now my leg is in like a brace with metal things running down the side of it. I have to lock it into completely straight when I'm walking on it. I'm not allowed to have it not straight for the next 6 or so weeks, which is pretty annoying, but you know, whatever I need to do to make sure, you know, I don't hurt myself or make the recovery last longer. So I can put 100% weight onto that leg, but it's not for very long before I start getting like lots of achy kind of pains in my shin. I don't know if I've gone over all like the surgeries I've done. So I've had a MPFL reconstruction to hold the kneecap in place, and a TTO to pull the kneecap down into the groove. Yeah, and I also had keyhole. So all of them together means, you know, quite an extensive recovery throughout the start of the week. I actually didn't have that much pain. I was very surprised. I was on paracetamol, kind of walking around. Actually, on Monday even, so 3 days post-op, I went to the gym, did chest day, and then 2 days after that, I went and did back day. But now it's starting to catch up to me. I think the pain in the shin is definitely getting quite sore, but I think that's because the feeling is starting to come back a little bit more, and I'm able to start moving it a bit more. Each exercise I'm doing for it is becoming a lot easier, but also with that comes a lot more pain. The last thing I'll be doing this week is over the weekend I'm actually going down to London. But no, yeah, surgery's now done. So first week, second week done. Only 50 weeks left before you know, it's meant to be. That's when I can be doing gymnastics as normal. That's the idea anyway. So fingers crossed. Ciao.